the new #1 team in the county, the Mission Hills Grizzlies. I'm Lisa Lane.
And I'm Ty Hines. You're watching UT Preps Insider. Welcome back to UT Preps Insider, an all-new show focused on getting in-depth into all your high school sports in action. Now today, we're here at Point Loma High where the Pointers are actually practicing right behind us here.
Ty, like you mentioned, every Thursday we're taking a behind-the-scenes look and going and catching up with everyone's favorite teams, coaches, and players. Plus, we are going to pick our top 5 games of the week and make our predictions.
But first, Lisa, we went out to La Casa Canyon and caught up with head coach Sovacool.
Team's best qualities is we got good team speed overall. Even our big guys are athletic. We got guys that get to the ball on defense, and on offense, guys can make plays around the field. Making sure they go to the right spot is the next step. So being athletic is one thing, but being athletic and smart is the next step. We expect to compete in every game we play. Every game we play, we step on the field to win. And we have the talent to do so as long as guys play to their abilities and play discipline. Football will be in every game we play. There's competitors. The kids have worked hard. They know what it's like to win at every level on the way up for the senior class. They've been winners. I think they've won league every year of everything with the exception of last year for the juniors that were on varsity. They work for that right, and it's got to be consistent. And when the time's put in and the guys, like I said, when they play to their ability, we're pretty good. Coach has got to give 100%. You can only get what you ask for and give what you want. And so coaches coach hard, kids respond in terms, and so they get them to do that. You remind them of what they're playing for and playing for each other and playing for the school and playing for our community.
Each week here on UT Preps Insider, we like to highlight some individual performances that were too eye-popping to let go by. So first up, Will Freed from San Marcos High School, the 6'2" junior quarterback, weighing 186 pounds, racked up 539 yards, 5 touchdowns on 30 for 36 passing just not long ago. Will Freed, one of our top performers this week.
I've got to give a shout out to Parker's dual threat quarterback Khalil Jenkins. Not only does he throw a mean spiral, but he can also get it done on the ground. Just a few weeks ago, he rushed for 160 yards himself. Now he's only a junior, so he's only going to get better over time. Definitely a player to watch.
Another top performer you're going to want to look out for is Isaiah Henney, a shifty 5'7" wide receiver from San Marcos. This guy's all over the field. Not long ago, he caught 12 passes for 287 yards to go along with 2 touchdowns. Talk about a baller, Lisa. Grant Huffman from San Pasqual plays not one position, but 2. He's a wide receiver and a running back at 6'1", 180 pounds. This kid carries the team on his back. Kick returning, receiving, running the ball from scrimmage, he does it all.
Santa Fe Christian has a lot of confidence in their senior fullback, Tony Miro, and for a good reason. Put the ball in his hands and expect those chains to move. The senior is 5'10", 210 pounds, and every bit of the monster back Santa Fe Christian hoped he would be. The story you might have seen in this week's UT San Diego is one about a deaf player that plays for Helix High School, and he's still making an impact for the Highlanders.
On you, coach! Right down the middle. Ready, set!
The best thing that we've been able to do is even as a team, is we're learning, how to play with the players such as Solomon. The interpreter helps out a lot, for us to communicate. First, when he came out here, it was quite an adjustment for him, especially with his challenges. But I think from here on, since then, he's been very upbeat. He's a hard worker. The kids really, like having him as part of their team. They don't look at him as any other type of different player, because first of all, he's one of our hardest workers. He has a great attitude. He's always smiling, and he doesn't come in here expecting any special treatment. He just plays hard and knows the game really well.
Kick right, kick right. Kick right, kick right. Ready?
feel a lot more confident. I feel like I could not really get affected by the pressure as much as I did in past years. So I feel like that'll help a lot. I feel like we all trust each other out here, the coaches, the players. I feel like it's a lot of trust.
Welcome back to UT Prep's Insider, the all-new sports show going in depth into all of the preps world.
That's right, we got a lot coming up in the show, including our picks, where I'm going to take down Lisa.
No chance.
But before we get to that, let's talk a little Saints. You know, they're coming out of a shutout loss against Eastlake.
That's right, Ty. You know, in order for them to come back this week and play the way that we're used to seeing them, they're going to have to rely a lot on their dynamic running backs, and quite frankly, each of them brings a little something different to the game.
That's right. We were at the practice, and they kind of explained to us what they think that they bring to the game. Here's a look at that.
We're a three-headed monster. So we got power, we got speed, and we got quickness. They all can do the same thing. Even our small guy can do the same thing as the big guys. So it's not going to be a let-off.
Mostly the power back. You know, my other two over there, the speedy ones, not that fast. So I just do what I can and just get the positive yards. It's my game.
I think I'm kind of like all around. I think I'm a north-south kind of guy. Like, we got Elijah, he's like the juker, and we got Francois as like power back. I think I'm kind of a mix of both of them.
I just use my speed and I got wiggles. So
it's more of a headache, I think, for our coaches to figure out when and where we're going to get the ball. But for us, you know, we're just doing what we have to do for our team. We don't really pick and fight about ball carrying and all that. We just do what we have to do to win.
Now, football is obviously a very physical and intense game, and that's why we wanted to mic up a coach every single week so we can kind of see it from their perspective and hear them yell at their players and how they get them pumped up from the sidelines.
That's right. This week we mic'd up head coach Tony Corley, the undefeated San Pasqual Eagles, my alma mater. Take a listen at what it sounds like from the sidelines.
What happened to Sam? What happened to Sam? Why? I want a timeout. I want a timeout. Bill, can you confirm the clock was not started? That's timeout. The clock was not started. That play stayed in bounds. It stopped for a good 30 seconds.
Well, I don't know if the play took that long to
Bill!
I don't know if it took that long to develop. I mean, it was a running play, right? Okay.
He was tackled.
Keep an eye on the clock now and make sure that
he saw it. 15. I said take 1 second or 2 10 to make me happy. We got to rip by these guys. They're holding the heck out of you. Go, Jay! Come on, be big! Be big! Trips. Pass! Pick it up, no! Hey! Listen, watch the shift, see the ball, remind each other. See the ball, check your alignment.
That was intense, but you know what, Ty? I liked it, and hey, it's obviously working for them.
That's right, San Pasqual, go Eagles. You know, he's intense, but he doesn't bite, so remember that. And, you know, that shows you why the Eagles are undefeated this year.
Exactly. Well, it's time for a quick break, but stay right here on UT TV.
What's up, guys? Ty Hines here with UT Prep Sports. Now today we're in La Costa Canyon where we're featuring La Costa Canyon football, but we want to get to your school. So make sure you hit us up on Facebook, let us know where you are, Also, make sure you tune into UT Prep Sports every Thursday night for our all-new pregame show. Oh, well, hey there. Welcome back to UT Preps Insider. Now, you know, each week we want to feature the cheerleaders as well. That's half the game, right, Lisa?
That's right, and that's why I want to say Poway Cheer, take it away. I always love seeing the cheer teams and the Poway cheer squad and their fans have this great interaction going. It's a lot of fun.
I feel like we're going to have to get out there and take them on.
I think so. Now, if you think your school has a better cheer squad or better fan section, make sure you find us in all the various social media. We are on Facebook.
UT Preps Insider.
We are on Instagram.
UT Preps.
And of course, you can always hashtag UT Preps Insider on any of those social media sites. So we really want to get interactive with you. And every single time you guys post, we're going to put you on the air.
That's right. We want to get your guys' feedback and input. And you know, we want to feature you guys. So make sure you're hitting us up on all these social media outlets.
We actually posted a question this week, and it was saying, after week 5, who is the best player in San Diego County? And Greg Brady on Facebook responded, Anthony Lawrence. Now, we also got a ton of different responses on Twitter, so to keep it coming, Greg Brady, thank you. You are definitely our Facebook friend of the day. Woo!
Oh, big Greg!
Now, one of the beauties of being at a high school every single week is we can have the players just pop in and join us. So we're gonna have Point Loma High School's quarterback Gavin Grady join us. Gavin, oh look!
Come on down,
nice
Gavin.
spiral. All right, so you guys are obviously playing Scripps Ranch this week. It's a big game. What do you know that they do exceptionally well?
They're a good team, but we just practice the same we always do, and we're just gonna come out and play hard.
Now, you guys are on a 3-game win streak. Congratulations about that. How are you going to exactly keep that streak alive this week? I mean, Scripps is a powerful team, right?
Yeah, we keep the tempo and keep the hard work, and everything will play out the way it should be.
Nice, that's a good thing. And what would you say specifically is the identity of this Point Loma Pointers team? I mean, you guys are on that 3-game win streak.
Yeah, we always say EMAP, every man's a pointer. Everyone does their job 111, and everything works out, and everything has been going well so far. So.
Now, do you have good chemistry with all of your offensive weapons?
Yes, absolutely. Everything's been going really great these past 3 games, and I think it's going to keep going on the way it is.
You keep throwing spirals like that.
Now we're making predictions since we have you here. What's your prediction for this game?
I think Pointers are going to win the game. That's for sure.
What's the score? What's the score here?
I think we blow them out.
Well, since we are here, I mean, I still think I'm going to go with the Pointers as well.
You know what? I'm gonna go the other way, just to go against you guys. They're gonna win, but you know I'm gonna say Scripps on this one.
Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I'm Jake Mann, and you're watching UT Prep Sports.
When the crowd goes crazy, it's great. It's like the people out in the stands are like my family. I love all of the student body, and having a great crowd out here is just, it really pumps us up. It's great.
The reason I love being a Scripps Ranch cheerleader is because when I was a little girl, I did Pop Warner, and I looked up to the girls that coached us, like us now, and it's just an amazing feeling.
It feels great because I want to get excited with them, and it gets me pumped up.
What's up, guys? Ty Hines here with UT Prep Sports. Make sure you tune into our all-new pregame show every Thursday night. Not to mention, if you hit us up on Facebook, we'll come to your school, not only feature your school, but feature all your athletes, all your standouts, all your superstars. It's been Ty Hines for UT Prep Sports.
Welcome back. It's now time for my favorite part of the show. We're going to make our predictions and look at some of the top games this week. Now, actually this week there's a lot of bye games, but there's still some great games out there. Let's take our first look at Mount Miguel and Poway. What do we know about that Mount Miguel team?
Well, you know, Mount Miguel, they have a great quarterback in Brad Moreno. You know, he's 5'10", he's a senior. One of the great things that I like about Brad Moreno is if he gets pressure in his face, he's not afraid to get outside the pocket. Now, this season he's already carried the ball 28 times for 2 touchdowns, so he's going to be key in order to get this win this week.
That's right, but then you have the Poway team. Now they're only 2-2, but they are playing at home, and as we saw earlier, when that crowd is loud, it's pretty intense in there, and I think that gives them an obvious advantage. Now it's not the same Poway team that we've seen make it to the finals the last 2 years. They only returned 2 starters, and quite frankly, that's shown in some of their games, but I still think they have enough talent to come out with the win on this one, so Ty, I'm picking Poway.
And I'm gonna have to go with Mount Miguel. Now this next matchup that we have to get into is Mira Mesa at Madison. Now one of the key players in this game is going to be Kareem Coles, the quarterback over at Madison. Now earlier in the season he threw, actually this was last game, 4 touchdown passes for 289 yards. Now this kid is a baller as well. Another quarterback. There seems to be a lot of good quarterbacks throughout the county this year.
Yes. Now Mira Mesa, they're a 3-1 team. They're coming off a 13-12 win over Chula Vista, and they have a lot of fight in them. I've really enjoyed seeing them fight all year. They had a tough season last year. They didn't return a lot of senior leadership, so I just don't think they're going to have what it takes to beat the defending CIF state championship. I got to go with Madison on this one.
For the first time tonight, Lisa, I think we're going to agree. Now this next matchup that we want to feature is La Costa Canyon at Rancho Bernardo. Now, one thing we do know about LCC is they've been up and down all year. It's been a win-loss season, but at the same time, that means that they could get a win this week. Now, unfortunately for them, they lost to San Pasqual last week, but if they keep to their weapons, this is a talented team, especially if they go to Jake Mann.
They have Jake Mann, and guess what? Rancho Bernardo has Roger Mann, and they better go to him and really use his defensive weapons to try to do something in this game. They've had a tough season so far. They're only 1-3. They finally got their first win last week, though, so maybe they're going to build off on some of that momentum. But quite frankly, I'm going to have to go with LCC on this one. Just from what I've seen, they're a tough team. They fight to the end, and it's definitely going to be an LCC win in my book.
LCC as well for me. Go Coach Sovacool.
All right, now it's time to take a look at our final 2 matchups we picked this week, Lincoln and Kearney. Kearney, slow start for them. They've had 1 win this season, and quite frankly, Lincoln, they have DeMonte Holiday. That kind of says it all.
Yeah, DeMonte Holiday, he's been demonstrative for the Lincoln Hornets this season. I mean, thus far, according to Max Preps, this is 7 touchdowns in the 5 games that he's played. So, you know, he will play a huge factor in this game, and that's why I'm choosing Lincoln Hornets here.
All right, I'm going to go with Lincoln as well. And we already talked about this game a little bit, but Point Loma taking on Scripps Ranch. I already said I'm going with Point Loma. I think they are on a roll, and they really have the momentum behind them for this game.
Well, good thing that you're wrong, because I really think that Scripps is going to win this game. But I guess we'll just have to find out next week and see who wins.
All right, well, that concludes our first ever episode of UT Preps Insider. We hope you guys have had as much fun as we did, and make sure you tune in every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Right, Ty?
Right here on UT TV. That's right, Lisa.
Be back!